Hi and welcome to another Notion tutorial. I'm going to show you how I do all of my memory saving over here. This is my full adaptive living planner that I use on the Notion app, which is a free app, by the way. I always think that I have a terrible memory. I'm always forgetting things, even very important things. A, this is ADHD, but B, this is also the fact that I try to keep everything in my brain. I always feel like I'm losing something. So, which is why I've been on this quest to actually find or create a planner that actually works for my brain. So, one of the things that has helped me a lot is I have a place to write everything down. So, for instance, we're going to start with important memories. I made this category because I have a tendency to forget important things. Like someone asked me when we replaced the AC the other day, and I said it was like 6 months ago. When I actually looked back at the receipts, which took me, I don't know, an hour, I found out that that was done 2.5 years ago. So I do not want that to have to deal with the hassle of trying to remember things or find old paperwork. So here, I can say when this happened, and then I can click under tags. I just wrote some tags. If you would like to add anything, you can type in whatever you want for a tag, and then you can select create and it will make it a tag, but I already have some here. If you don't want the ones that I have here, you can press these dots and delete, or you can change the color. Anyway, this would be a house repairs kind of thing, so I'm going to put that in there. And then I could write the notes. For instance, the name, the phone number, the company that installed our AC, and any other pertinent information. It could all go here. Each of these will always open, and you can put more information in there if you want. Sometimes I do, sometimes it's not needed. So I have a view like this to show you can just type in everything that's happened. And then you can also check by category. If I had written things out, you would just see them all in these columns. And that's a really great way of seeing that. If you wanted to, you could also create a calendar view by clicking this plus and going to this calendar right here. And you would see this stuff, but for me, that's not really necessary. I'm going to just click this and delete this view because I don't want it. So that's what I do with important memories. Next, we're going to click on medical stuff. This tab is specifically for medical stuff because I do forget what medications that I'm taking, what the name is, dosage. I forget, when was the last time I saw a doctor and had a physical, and then I have, 5 kids to keep up with. So to click on January, this is just a place for me to record anything that's happened. I want to include even details that aren't like hugely significant because to me, I'm trying to track patterns. So I wrote this down. I gave it a tag. I have these tags. As I said earlier, you can just click these dots if you want to delete or change colors. And you can just start typing if you want to add your own tags. This is a physical health flag. I've got flags for mental health stuff, for if I'm going to therapy, which I'm not currently in, but need to be in soon, if it's a medication related, or if it's a doctor appointment. Those are the tags that I came up with that have been helpful for me. And then I have just a little space to keep my notes. I also have a list format, just in case you wanted a different view. And then every month you can just add into that as you see fit. Now, on my personal medical stuff tab, I have something for past medical history too. So what you could do if you would like to make something for yourself, and actually I'll just include it here in case you want to. So you can click these 3 dots and it's going to duplicate the entire template that we had here. So you can click on the duplicate. You can title it whatever way you want. I'm just going to say past medical history. And then you can go ahead and just click in and then to the best of your knowledge, you could give it a date, the whole thing. So I'll just actually leave this right here so it's already formatted for you. So that is where I keep all of my medical information. Next, we're going to go to communications. So I have a little gallery, which basically gallery just means that they're these small cards. And I have them for people that I want to stay in contact with regularly. And what's cool about a gallery is you can give it a picture. So for instance, let's say that for my cousin Alexis, I'm going to add a cover. That's how we're going to get a picture to show up here in the gallery. So we're going to add a cover. Let's pretend we're going to click change cover because it will automatically generate one for you. And if I had a picture, I would use this upload. We're going to pretend that we're going to use Unsplash, which is just Notion giving you some art, some pictures to use for free. Let's pretend that this is my cousin. I could reposition it a little bit here, which this is not important. Save position, because once you click out, you'll see that there's this picture here. So you can do that to each of them. And I also have little note section that I can type, the date, and then I can just type a little something about what we talked about so that I can remember, because I will forget a lot of times. And then after I have some notes, I might stick right here. I might say, check to see how travel plans are going. I can set a follow-up so that I can have that on my calendar, because I will forget to follow up. And then once I see it, I can just go over here and remember what we were talking about last time. So that communications table is very helpful to me. Next, we have passwords. This is a gallery view of passwords. I just have them with pictures because I am extra and I enjoy that. I just gave you an example of maybe the website would be Amazon, username, passwords, and maybe a little note for yourself regarding that. This is pretty self-explanatory, but I have it like this, or if you want it in a simple view, I've got a board view as well. So that is it for my memory saver. This is what I have. It's really helped me a ton, and I hope that it will help you too. We will talk about this reference tab over here next time.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain.